Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Main Genshin Focus. Today we are going to talk about 3.6 contents which we are going to get on the update and my opinions on it. Without further ado, let's just dive into it. In version 3.6 we are going to get a new catalyst wielding character known as Baiju, whose general trait is to give you healing based on the most edible stuff that you get on in around roaming the map for food or ascension material regarding certain characters. It also helps you to explore the area rather quickly rather than when your character is low on health. Second being its elemental skill. It's a very long range self healing skill which helps your character to get health at the same time attack multiple targets. Last and not the least being its ultimate, which gives you a shield as well as attacks and applies dendro damage to nearby enemies. Plus, it also buffs other characters based on different reactions the dendro element has with other elements. So you can also get that extra bit of damage for clearing different kind of floors in the abyss and also defeating new, never before seen enemies in the game. Plus, we are going to get a new weapon, Jade Falls Splendor, a go-to catalyst weapon for Baiju, which will probably have HP status as Baiju is a healer as well as a shielder. So we can hope that it is going to be an HP stats and a good one, but a 4-star weapon already exists. So I don't think I will go for it, but if you want to, you can. Kave is a 4-star Dendro Claymore wielding character which is going to be useful for saving some materials while creating furnishings in your Serenity pot, which will also again help if someone wants to invest time in Serenity pot, because nowadays it's not that easy. Second being its elemental skill which maps around area dealing AoE dendro damage, and the final being its alt which infuses your normal attacks with dendro application and you can deal dendro damage overall. Plus, it has a special ability while if there is a dendro core present in the battlefield, it can immediately detonate that dendro core with using its E skill, and it will not damage the character. Instead, it will heal it to a certain amount based on certain parameters which has still not been discussed yet, and which will quite be fun because fighting against characters like Abyssal Lecter, it will be very useful because you have to use Bursion, you can't use Hyper Bloom, and the dendro cores take a lot of time to detonate or blow up, and it's quite difficult to get rid of their shields in the abyss. We are getting a new area to explore as well as new story quests both for Baiju as well as Nahida, and also a new hangout quest for Layla. Next, we are going to talk about the events. First being the main event, a Parade of Providence, in which we are going to get a crown as well as a free Faruzan, and if you don't have her, it will be good for you because it buffs animo characters, and if you do have it, a constellation will help you a lot, as C6 4 stars are basically equals to a normal C0 5 star. Not that bad though, but good enough anyways. And a few mini games which are as normal, hoping to get a canon interaction between different characters though, like as shown in trailer, a fight between Scaramouche and the Wanderer. It will be quite fun, and a reading to stories, I guess. I'm like, what bro? Nothing so interesting about this event at first, but I think the later on events will be fun, like the fighting event at all, and also yeah, we have to collect coins using ferrets or something, I don't know. I'm like, I haven't played it a lot, man. Please God save me from this. Next is the fulminating sandstorm. We have to you fight different enemies to get a Waynut problem solved, talk with scholars and all. Next, we are going to have brewing developments, use buffs, and I mean, seriously, nowadays at reaching near level 60, who even does that? Overall, that will be some things. Next, being also the recollector's pass, where you will fly around the new region. At least something useful. Hopefully, we can fly around the entire Teyvat using it. Finally, a new boss, Inquisitus Baptist, a multi-element wielding abyssal lector, which currently wields cryo electro pyro, which will be quite fun. Plus, you can get ascension materials for Baiju. Next type being new Hilichurl type, known as rogue Hilichurls, one being Anemo, another being Hydro. The Hydro one is quite fun as it wields the scythe. Hopefully in near future we are going to get a new kind of characters which will wield scythe as their weapon. And it will be quite a fun because in Honkai Impact there are certain characters who wield scythe and they're quite fun to use. And plus it will be fun if we can get that in Genshin Impact as well. Next we are going to talk about the new weekly boss which we are going to get in the new area after completing Nahida's story quest, being the Dragon of Virgil, a new dragon known as Apep, which will be the newly weak boss for upgrading characters' talents, which will be the new ones, and hopefully a little bit more fun. It will be a 3-stage boss fight just like Child, which we have it in Leeway. You have to first fight against the impure dragon, then you have to purify its core against its impurities caused by the fungus, as we can see. Then we have to fight against the pure Apep to knock some sense into him. And pretty much I would say this boss is a pretty much cheap knockoff of a boss that we are quite familiar while we are playing Elden Ring, which has multiple hands. And yes, the thing is not transparent as that, but it's quite pretty much the same. Hopefully this will be much enjoying, and that's it. Next we are going to talk about the 2 new kind of artifact sets which you are going to get, one being the Nymph's Dream, in which its 2-piece gives hydro damage bonus by 15% and its 4-piece, rather being busted, gives a attack bonus of 25% and hydro damage bonus of 15%. And I'm saying the last percentage as mentioned in the stacks, because any kind of attack you do, it's going to give you basically the same amount of last number, that is 25% attack bonus and 15% hydro damage bonus, and it's quite good for hydro DPS characters like Ayato and Child. So it's going to be rather broken and you don't have to go for hybrid artifact sets in future. And next being for Crucius Glow, its 2-piece is going to be useful for hybrid stuff like 2-piece Tenacity and 2-piece of our Crucius Glow, as its 2-piece also gives HP percent boost by 20%, and it will help characters like Zhongli and healers to give you an extra bit of heal and shielding. And the 4-piece is made for characters like Shao or you can say Deya, because the damage that you get will increase your elemental skill damage and burst damage by 16% up to 5 times, which is basically 80%, and if not attacked, it's already giving you a 10% increase in both elemental skill damage as well as burst damage. Overall, these artifact sets are good and I will be farming it, but hopefully the luck will be good for a free to play. As we know, this company is very predatory and it gives nothing at all. Even during the anniversary, they gave us nothing. It's like 20 poles and a few resin. Don't matter, we need a lot of stuff. Alright, and Hoyoverse, get on with it. What are my personal thoughts? Well, I'll be honest, it's not something amusing. Yeah, the events and stories will be good, but new games are coming. Just at the end of this month, Honkai Star Rail is coming, so I will be busy on that, probably post few videos on it. But if it's not that good and if everything is niche, then I don't think anyone will be ever interested to play this game anymore, and people will just come and go, do daily quests, maybe enjoy a few interesting moments, maybe few events if it's fun enough, maybe fight the boss if it's hard enough. Specifically, streamers like M-Test or Tectone, they are quite done. Specifically Tectone, who has done a lot for us, a lot for this community. He has left it already, but he also said, and he's quite true, if you just complete AR level 50, you will understand how painful it is, and because there is no end game gradually, and you have to just wait and wait when the developers are going to understand us, hopefully in future, but you continuously hope, but in the end you're not going to get anything. Maybe in near future when we get a new weapon type, that will bring a lot of old veteran players back to this game. Then that, everybody is going to enjoy probably exploring areas, fighting bosses, and when everything is done, they will move to another game, and that's it. And it's not going to be good for Genshin overall. That's it for today. Hope you guys like this video. Consider subscribing and sharing to your friends. And also I will be uploading stories regarding Honkai Star Rail on this channel as well. And also later on, probably just after fixing some setup on my room, I might be streaming on Twitch. Not right now, but in the near future, and hope you guys will join me during that time. So thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Peace.